Let's go here. Oh my goodness, everything okay? What's up, everybody? Welcome to 96 to Howl for the uninitiated. This is an unedited YouTube vlog discussing everything Arizona Coyotes. What a great series of games lately for the Coyotes, and especially against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I could hear the tears from the Leafs fans, but I'm not going to gloat too much. It was a great game by the Coyotes. Probably didn't deserve to win that game at all, but let's get into it. They beat the San Jose Sharks a couple days ago. Their last 4 games have been against teams who are probably going to be deep into the playoffs. They had Calgary last Sunday, they had San Jose, they had Pittsburgh Friday night, and then to cap it off, they had the Leafs on a Sunday evening. Just powerhouse team after powerhouse team. Nowhere for the Coyotes to hide. They just had to put on the bootstraps, put on the hard hats, and just get to work, block shots, and just hustle, lay the body on, and just prove to these top teams that you can't take this team lightly when they come into your building or when you come into the Coyotes building. And teams, they should probably wake up when they see the Coyotes on the schedule, because they're winning games that they shouldn't be winning. They're decimated with injuries. It's so easy to chalk these games up that the team's gonna walk all over the Coyotes because they don't have their starting goalie, they don't have their top pairing defenseman, they don't have their second line center, they don't have the best penalty killer in the league and back-to-back 25 goal scorer in Michael Grabner. It's just way too easy for a coach to draw out plans on how to defend the Coyotes, because they could just say to their players, hey, this is a decimated team, very lacking in skill, and they have a backup as their starters. So it's easy for players to take this team lightly, but it just goes to show how if you just work hard and play diligently and stick to the system, I mean, you could probably eke out points in any NHL game. And that's what happened. They lost to Pittsburgh on Friday, but they made it to overtime, and they got a point. They got 2 points against Toronto. Like I said before, they beat San Jose 6-3, a commanding victory. They're now 4 points out of a spot with 2 games in hand. Vancouver holds the last wild card spot, which is hilarious, because Vancouver is one of the most inconsistent teams in the league. They're up and down, and they're barely over 500 hockey. And the Coyotes just made it to 500 hockey. They're 22 wins, 22 losses. They're back at 500 in late January. Haven't been able to say that since 2012 for sure. But just a great game. Keller with the goal. Hinostroza with the game-winning goal, just hanging around the net. Hinostroza looked really great tonight. One of the forwards who stood out to me tonight against Toronto. Keller with his snipe, like I said. Galchenyuk had a couple chances too, but not many of the forwards came out to play. In the first period, I feel the Leafs were very much in the Coyotes' end the whole period. The Coyotes had nothing going on in the first. The Leafs were shooting. They had 30 shot attempts in the first period, but the Coyotes blocking most of the shots and pressuring the Leafs players to miss the net. And they managed to get out of that period down 1-0, which was remarkable. I feel like the Leafs really didn't capitalize on their chances at all. And then in the second, the Leafs didn't show up, and the Coyotes kind of took over with a couple power plays. Who got the first goal? Mario Kempe, Super Mario Kempe on a breakaway goal, just dangles Anderson. I haven't seen Kempe dangle a player all season, and he manages to pull that one out of his hat, and then Keller scores the second goal. Then the Leafs came back in the third, and the Coyotes had to weather a huge storm. I feel like Marner was the best Leafs player tonight. Him and John Tavares really took command of the Leafs offense. I felt Matthews was very unnoticeable. Not sure what's up with him. He has 1 goal in 13 games now, so that's kind of uncharacteristic of him. Nylander, like he's been the past 20 games, was a ghost as well. But Marner, man, he looks incredible. Him and JT really great duel. I thought Kadri had a good game too. Anderson was shaky, and the Coyotes took advantage. A couple of those goals Anderson should have definitely had. And then Krauser, hometown boy, puts in the empty net. Just a great game by the Coyotes. Like I said, I feel like they probably didn't deserve that win, but they worked really hard. They were blocking shots, 5-man units up and down the ice. Kemper played great. Kemper's 6-0-1, 5-0-1 in his last 6 games. He hasn't lost in regulation a very long time, and it's his net to lose now with Adin Hill being demoted back to the Tucson Roadrunners. It's him and Pickard, who Pickard's had a very troubling NHL season this year. So it's pretty much going to be all Kemper from here on out. And on the injury news front, we're hearing rumblings that within the month, Christian Dvorak, Brad Richardson, and Michael Grabner could all be lacing it up for the Coyotes. So Coyotes just need to hang on. The Cavalry's coming very soon. They got the All-Star break and their bye week back-to-back. So they're off for about 15 days. So within the month, those players will be back. So we're looking at the next 5 to 7 games. These players could come back and really galvanize the team and push this team to the next level. And hey, man, maybe they could catch one of those wild card teams. I mean, the wild card race in the West right now, it's pretty abysmal. It's pretty ridiculous compared to the East. But the Coyotes are still in the pack, and they could string together some wins, and boom, and they're in. So that's it for me. They got Ottawa and Montreal back-to-back Tuesday and Wednesday night. Let's try to get points there and keep it rolling, and we'll see what happens. There's a great win. Great couple of games. Even against Pittsburgh, they played a really hard-working game as well. So hopefully they come out every night from here on out with the same game plan and same mindset. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support.